Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous Monday morning. It is a little overcast, a little gloomy, a little rainy, a little windy, and a little Debby here in Orlando. But not the kind of little Debby that we like to snack on, the snack cakes. No, it's a different kind of Debby. More like Debbie Downer. But that's okay. We're not going to let Debbie Downer get us down this morning on the Daily Dish. Let's see who all is in the house. Like everyone's starting to trickle in. Here's the rain trickles down. Monday morning. Here's the Daily Dish with me, Ronnie Bradley, on Follow the Bradley's Fun. Despite the weather, despite the rain, we're going to have fun this morning. Up, the 2-minute warning has warned, and I'm drinking my caffeine. The lights are dimming here at the Magic Kingdom. More like the Haunted Mansion today. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Daily Dish, not the Haunted Mansion. We're counting down 20 seconds to go. We get to the dish. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, live. Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam, and if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to follow the Bradley's Fun, the Daily Dish, starring me, Ronnie Bradley. Starring, that's a weird thing to say. I'm hosting, whatever. I'm not a star. I am, no, but I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is. I hope that it is phenomenal. Speaking of the day, as of the recording of this live broadcast, today is the 5th day of August 2024. I keep wanting to say July, man. When you're doing these daily shows, time changes. It's kind of weird. It is kind of strange. It's kind of different. Wow, we got 16 of you all watching this morning. That's fantastic. Good to see you all out there. Good to see some smiling faces and probably some people in their pajamas. You could be watching. When I'm watching lives, I might be in the bathtub. I don't know. It could be. We could be watching from anywhere, and that is okay. That is you. That's the cool thing about being on your end. I really can't see you, so I'm just like in my head. You all have smiling faces. But if you're doing something I don't want to see, that's okay. I don't need to see that. That's all right. It's because, you know, the number of times when I'm watching YouTube and it's live, I'm usually in bed in my pajamas. So, you know, cheers. Captain America says cheers. How many people, and I don't know how to do a poll. Gosh, I wish that somebody could teach me how to throw up a poll in the chat, because I don't have there's a way to do it, and I've been trying to figure out how without trying to figure out during the actual show. There is a way to throw up a poll, and I wish I could do it in the chat, as to who has or who has not yet seen Deadpool and Wolverine, because I was thinking of some spoilers about that, and I kind of I was about to spoil some things, but I realized maybe some people haven't seen it and don't want it spoiled yet. But anyway, let's see who all is out there this morning. First of all, I am here and fortunate to be here because I wasn't 100% sure that that we could, from a technical standpoint, pull this off. I didn't know if we had internet or anything, but right now we have internet, we have electricity. Very grateful for that, because it's so easily possible. It's so easily possible right now, you know, that we could not have those things. I don't know how the coast is doing. Tampa, north of Tampa. I've got some friends in that area. I hope they're all doing well and doing okay, and surviving the storm. So let's see who all we have out there in the audience. Fairbricks Studio. Wayne is watching all the way from across the pond, from across the UK. And this is, I saw him in the studio earlier. So I said, hey, Wayne, that's me. So I'm calling back to him. Little Mouse 27 says, hi. And also Little Mouse says, you okay over there with Debbie around? Well, I tell you what, if I'm being completely honest, other than the snack cakes, Little Debbie, who Little Debbie is a delicious snack cakes, but they don't really help with the waistline. And outside of that Debbie, I really haven't had any great luck with any other Debbies that I've known in my life. Some are okay. A lot of them are a little bit downers. And certainly the store could be a downer, but she's not really affecting us too bad here. It is raining. I'm looking out the window right now. When I look over here, that is out my window, and it is flush with rain, and there is very little wind at the moment, but the winds have been through the night. Man, I was woken up a couple times by some big sounds. So Going Shogi says hello. And good morning. I hope everyone is safe and dry. We are doing our best staying inside. The Budfile Sue says, good morning, people. Tom F says, hello, all. And apparently I reminded Go and Shogi with my caffeinated beverage that he needs to go and get some coffee. Tom F So I have some Bones blueberry coffee cake coffee right now. Oh, cake coffee, not coffee cake. Mr. Fulton Mraz says, morning, everyone. I have big news today. I caught the ball in the outfield. Yay! But we lost our first softball game today. That's okay. There's another one coming up, and I'm sure you're going to win that one. And cruising is fun anytime. Says, good morning and stay safe. We are doing our best to do just that. Go and Shogi says to Mr. Fulton Mraz, that sounds great. I have to lean into stardom, Ron. Well, there was a time when I was doing stand-up comedy back in the day. That would have been better. I guess I can't stay anonymous here on the YouTubes. Not like WDW Pro, Mr. Anonymity himself. Is Pro even a man? There's a question for you. Because I am loyal to WDW Pro, I'm not even going to reveal whether Pro is actually a man or not. But that is a masculine voice, so we'll leave it with that. But I will say this: Pro is a phenomenal person, a great person. And I would trust Pro with my life. That is a true story. Go and Shogi. Highly recommend Bones Coffee. I'm so addicted to it. Tom F says that to Go and Shogi. Gonna have to pick some up today. Dan's Life at the Kingdom says, good morning, Ron, and good morning, chat. Oh my gosh, we got lots of coffee talk going on. And the mother and daughter duo is here from New York. Wanda and Destiny watching from Nueva York. So that catches me up, I believe, with the chat. Nope, not quite. Kit Kat, one of our members. Good morning, Kit Kat. Hey, just to let you and all of the members know, make sure you stick around for the closing credits today before you head over to Culture. We are streaming right into Culture Casino. He's going to be talking about Deadpool nearly breaking the $1 billion mark already. 2 weeks, $1 billion. Hey, Disney, maybe don't do woke and you do something right. Look at that. Something that actually makes money, even though their stock is crashing right now. He's more machine than man now. Yeah, that's funny. So what I wanted to say, the members and Kit Kat, I have updated the credits so that all of the members, you're all there now. Speaking of members, look at this. Go and Shogi has gifted 5 Follow the Bradley's Fun memberships. Thank you, Go and Shogi. Oh my gosh, you know what that calls for. You know what that calls for this early. It's a... Is it too much? Too much? It's a birthday. Oh, this is just the best of us. And let's see if I can find out who picked up those memberships. Lorena Creole is here. Where's Lorena Creole? Yes, Lorena was gifted a membership. So our new members are Film Watcher 96, James Dosher, Randasita, Meg B, and Lorena Creole. What's up, Lorena? Good to see you in the house this morning. Minnie T. Good morning. It's raining again in Riverview. Yeah, it's raining here. I wish that there was, I need a second camera. I think I could do a second camera now. And like aim out the window here. Because if I pick this camera up and show it to you when I set it down, it might mess up the whole ordeal. But so I'm watching myself on it's easier to monitor having this playing on a separate screen over here. That helps me monitor everything. But yeah, so thank you so much, Go and Shogi, for those gifted memberships. Tom F says hello to Lorena Creole. Vinny T says, good morning. It's raining in Riverview. And Ed Grimly across the screen. I'm going to see how that shows up. Does it show up just like it shows to me? Yeah, it does. It does. It doesn't actually show the Native Hawaiian is here. Native Hawaiian, I know that I put you in those closing credits too, so make sure you pay attention to those closing credits. The only ones that I don't have are going to be the 5 new members from today. So I'm going to go back and edit again. Thanks so much, Count Chunky. We're going to edit again. Hey, I don't know if anybody saw my impersonations video, but I have one on TikTok, and I'm thinking I'm going to do it. I will do an impersonations video exclusive for my members, and here's what I'm going to do. For those that are members of the channel, I'll put up a post. I haven't done it yet. I'll put up a community post, and you put in there which impersonations you want me to do, and I'll do my best to try and hit them all. And yeah, thanks a lot. Adding to my workload. Look at you going, Shogi. This is so funny. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you more than you can ever possibly know. I have so much appreciation. This is like a dream come true for me to be able to do this, especially after what I was doing last year when I worked for the mouse. I still am having so much trouble trying to sit down here in this chair and start with my story of why and how I became a cast member. It's going to be something like this. Whoops, I switched tabs. Did not mean to do that. But it's going to go something like this. Back in my cast member story actually starts way back in 1992. The first time I ever attempted to become a Disney cast member, I auditioned for the Disney company. I want to say around November or December of 1992. Traveled up to Chicago, had a very quick audition that went by fast. No, wait, was that when I was in Chicago? That one might have been somewhere else. That one might have been in Nashville. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I do remember I was doing a whole round of auditions because at the time I was a performer for Six Flags, and 1992 into that audition for Disney. That went nowhere. My next audition would have been 2005, in which I got called back for the role of Gaston in Beauty and the Beast live on stage at Hollywood Studios, and put on that list of hire this guy if somebody falls out of the show or dies, basically. So the story will start off like that, and then the surprise role that I had. And thank you. The surprise role that I ended up with was working for DVC in 2014, something I never would have expected because I didn't even know what DVC was until I moved to Florida. I wish I would have found out much earlier in my life since I did timeshare before, but anyway, whole nother story. Let's get on to what I want to share this morning. Before we get to what's going on with Hurricane Debby and how that is affecting things, I want to share this. So hopefully this will share without a whole heck of a lot of without a whole heck of a lot of ads coming in. So this is from Inside the Magic. This is a pre-Debby story, and it was posted on the 3rd of August. It was a couple days ago. It's a brand new story, and I was just reading about it this morning. Multiple $1 million animatronics pulled from Walt Disney World. I had not actually heard this, so this was brand new news to me. This is the animatronic. What you're looking at right now is the animatronic of the Avatar when you're in the queue for Flight of Passage in Pandora, the land of Avatar, Disney's Animal Kingdom. You see this big giant Avatar alien body floating there, kind of waiting for a mind to meld into it, So it is one of the coolest things when you pass by this, when you see this at Disney. It is amazing. What is up, Erica? See you in the chat there. Just wanted to acknowledge that you're here from Germany. Yeah, so yeah, this avatar thing that floats around there, it's so cool. Apparently, maybe it's been removed. So let's see what the story is. Let's see if I can find who wrote this. Luke Damon. I don't Dammann. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I've actually never seen that last name before, surprisingly, considering all the last names I've seen in my life. But multiple $1 million animatronics pulled from Walt Disney World, posted on August 3rd, 2024 by Luke Damon. I'll say it's Damon or Damon or something like that. And we're going to read on. So, animatronic figures have vanished from the Walt Disney World Resort over the last week. There is the picture of Avatar Land. Hopefully you can see that on the screen there next to me. Yeah, it's coming up. And then it says thousands of paying Disney World guests locked out by the new system. Oh boy, we'll have to cover that maybe tomorrow. The Walt Disney World Resort has undergone severe change over the last decade, with brand new state-of-the-art rides and attractions opening to guests, exciting new lands to explore, and new restaurants to try. Some of the most of the Walt Disney Resort include Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, a thrilling roller coaster located at Epcot, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, an immersive dark ride in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Tiana's Bayou Adventure, a brand new log. Okay, I don't know who wrote this. Sorry. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is not a brand new log flume ride at the Magic Kingdom. It is not. I'm sorry to Mr. Damon or Damon, but you wrote that wrong. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is an overlay of a previous long-standing favorite long flume ride called Splash Mountain. Say the name, Splash Mountain, zippity-doo-dah, baby. Tiana's Bayou Adventure is an overlay of the let me rewrite this. And Tiana's Bayou Adventure, a subpar overlay of the long-standing and favorite long flume ride Splash Mountain, Magic Kingdom. There, I rewrote it, and now it sounds better. Thank you very much. However, few Disney World experiences hold a candle to Pandora, the world of Avatar. Pandora was easily the most ambitious theme park project undertaken by the Walt Disney Company at the time, and remains one of Disney's most impressive expansions today. Actually, that is true. Pandora is my favorite new thing as far as lands are concerned that they've done. The land of 2017 includes several areas to explore and featuring quick service location, gift shop, 2 main attractions, lands to Flight of Passage, Navi River Journey, some of the most popular rides at the resort, blah, 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 blah. You know, when I read Disney World, there's a whole lot of filler when I'm doing these shows. I'm like, I haven't actually read this whole article yet, and man, is there a lot of filler in it. They do so much filler before they get to the heart of the article. However, both of these rides recently experienced a disappointing update involving their 2 main animatronics. Navi animatronic goes missing in Disney World. So there is the... As guests make their way through the queue for Flight of Passage, they'll enter a lab dedicated to researching Navi life, culture, and biology. This is one of the most highly detailed areas in all of Walt Disney World, with dozens of experiments and Avatar-themed props lurking around every twist and turn. It is a really, really cool thing. If the first time you do Flight of Passage, I always an hour and a half wait, because it is worth going through the queue. I'm trying to get rid of the ad there. Includes Flight of Passage infamous Navi animatronic, which is seen floating in a water. The media post, this gigantic, highly detailed animatronic figure was removed from the queue recently. What? No Jake Scully in the Flight of Passage queue? Since when? No Jake Scully. This is a Twitter X user. I don't know why they're still calling it Twitter. It's just X now, guys. Disney Tips, guys. Since when? It's unclear when precisely this animatronic was removed, though its absence can certainly be felt by guests making their way through the line. While the ride is great and often praised by guests, and the blah, 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 blah. Let me look at the other one, the Navi River Journey animatronic, because this is the most elaborate animatronic in all of Walt Disney World, and that is the Navi Shaman, they call her. She is an amazing animatronic, and Shaman animatronic at the end of Navi River Journey had also been inexplicably removed from the ride. Interestingly, at least they didn't shut the ride down. They said this eclipse guy. It's unknown what caused Disney to remove the animatronic, but guests were certainly quick to notice the specific figure probably cost Disney over $20 million just for that one animatronic, indicating the animatronic found in the Flight of Passage queue was not cheap either. Disney will often include a B mode on rides for situations like this, allowing for the story of the ride to continue even if the animatronic may not be working. The previously mentioned Star Wars Rise of the Resistance is equipped with backup screens in case animatronics fail or need to be refurbished. That is true. Let me see here. So yeah, we've got apparently these animatronics are down and not working and need to be refurbished. It's really interesting because so many of the animatronics in Tiana's Bayou Adventure often don't work. As a matter of fact, they normally don't work. But as far as I have seen, that is usually not the reason Tiana's Bayou Adventure goes down. Usually when Tiana's Bayou Adventure is down, it is down because the logs, they're having issues with the whole ride system logs. The log flume part of it, one that worked, for 30 years before they did the overlay, that's the part that's not working. Oh my gosh, which is crazy. You would think that when they spend millions and millions of dollars to refurbish an attraction, maybe, just maybe, they might want to spend a little bit longer checking it before it goes public. I am checking to see if we have any supers chats. We have some member chats that I'm going to get to here. So, first of all, Erica, never apologize for being late. You're here. That's awesome. That's all I need. Appreciate you. They regret building Flight of Passage so much. The maintenance on that thing is far more than they ever wanted to spend. Well, that may be the case, but it is definitely a top-notch attraction and queue. And honestly, it is one of the few things remaining in Walt Disney World that is worth actually taking a trip there for, because Flight of Passage is incredible. And one of the coolest experiences I ever got with Flight of Passage was actually just after the reopening from the 2020 closure. I went to Animal Kingdom with my son. They were made at that time. I don't know what that was about. My picture just went out for a second. Sorry about that. But they were like at 10% park capacity. And even though at that time we were having to wear masks, which I wasn't too happy about. Am I frozen? I am looking frozen on my screen over here. Come on, Spectrum. Let's get this internet back and going. I don't want to have to switch. I don't have to switch cameras and everything. Not surprising that we have a few little technical issues here. But yeah, so my son and I were there in August of 2020. The park had just reopened. Nobody was there. It was amazing because they had queue line markers, those 6 feet apart distance markers, they actually had on the ground, and they had backed them up from Flight of Passage all the way into Africa. If you've ever been to the Animal Kingdom at Disney World, you would know how far that is. But they had markers, 6 feet markers, all the way back. I want to say it had to be like 3 or 4 or 5 football fields worth of those markers, because they backed up across the bridge out into Africa, past the Lion King show. It was hilarious because there was nobody there. So my son and I walked onto the ride 3 times in a row, and it was a blast. We got to see, kind of see like different sections of different views, the ride from all different views. It was very, very cool. So we've got that member chat, and yeah, I would imagine it's probably just the refurb. I'm guessing that's all it is, just for maintenance. Yes, I'm just kind of looking. Dan's Life of the Kingdom says Tiana's sewage adventure stunk up the place. Yeah, we've had some issues with that going on at the Magic Kingdom. That was before the hurricane, so I hope they're okay right now. We got a whole bunch of new member chats here. So we've got the Navi animatronic was having some issues for a little while overall. I don't think it's had many issues over the years. Sounds about right. Needs some maintenance. Yeah, it's not. Nothing has been as problematic as Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I know we don't have any supers right now, but just for the members that are in here, and just because I like doing it, as if we had.
Is it too much? Too much? It's the perfect!
Oh, this is just the best of us seen. Hey, Disney Secret Kingdom, Go and Shogi, just to let you know, Disney Secret Kingdom is in the house, and they are live streamers at Disneyland. So since you are on the West Coast, Go and Shogi, you might enjoy some of their content. You might want to subscribe. If we have a mod, you can drop the link for Disney Secret Kingdom in the chat. I highly recommend that channel for some of their live streams and vlogs and other things that they've got going on. Disney Secret Kingdom we're good friends of their channel, and they are absolutely fun. Internet is off in St. Cloud, Florida. Kathleen Fantazi says the internet is off and down here and super windy. You must be getting that internet from your phone, I'm assuming then. And the power was out for a while. Oh, that's my mom. So everybody pray for my mom, because it's actually a little worse maybe in St. Cloud than it is up here. Yeah, speaking of which, that is our next story. So let's find that. And we are going to share this tab of Hurricane Debby. Here we are, Hurricane Debby. All right. Let's sorry. 6 a.m. advisory. This is a few hours ago. We have Hurricane Debby 6 a.m. advisory from West 2, northeast of 10 miles. We haven't experienced winds like that here. It was a Category 1 at landfall. Hurricane Debby closes in on Florida, expected to make landfall as a Category storm. And the 6 a.m. update, which I know was a few hours ago, about 4 hours ago now, it says Hurricane Debby is expected to make landfall in Florida Monday morning, bringing with it intense rain, whipping winds. Debby is expected to make landfall in Florida's Big Bend around 8 a.m. It's 5 a.m. advisory. The National Hurricane Center said Debby was approaching the northern Gulf Coast with winds of 80 miles an hour and a minimum central pressure of 900 millibars. Debby is currently about 45 miles northwest of Cedar Key. The Category 1 hurricane, which intensified from a tropical storm overnight, is expected to bring life-threatening storm surge and major flooding to portions of Florida and the southeastern United States, the National Hurricane Center says. Hurricane Debby watches and warnings. So there are lots of watches and warnings for Debby. And we have, am I seeing this right? We got 20 people out there in the audience. Thank you so much, everybody. And we're going to go live to Disney World in just a second. I want to throw this up on the screen. This is from earlier. Go and Shogi gifted those 5 memberships to the channel. So thank you so much, Go and Shogi. And before we go live to Disney World, we are going to have another celebration just because I really like it.
Is it too much? Too much. It's the birthday.
Oh, this is just the best of us sing.
Is it too much? Too much. It's the birthday.
Oh, this is just the best of us sing. And Go and Shogi, thank you so much for the reminder. Please hit that like button. If you already haven't hit the like button, hit that like. Make sure, if you're not already, or even if you have, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Sometimes we have issues with some subscriptions vanishing. We don't know why, but I've had that on my own channels. I've looked and like, why am I not subscribed to such and such anymore? I'm supposed to be. So if you are not, even if you're subscribed, check and make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. Click the notifications bell, because when you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun, live stream, shorts, everything that we do. So click that like button. And oh, I didn't know you were in St. Cloud. Dan's Life at the Kingdom. Say hi to my mom. She's in St. Cloud too. Pixie Dust Traveler Tracy. Hello, 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 hello. Waving the hands. Waving the hands. Okay. And Jeremy, you are back as a mod. I don't know if you saw that, but I fixed it. I didn't know what happened there, but I fixed it. You are now back as a mod on the channel. And make sure, if you are a moderator on the channel, or if you are a member of the channel, even if you were gifted memberships today, stay tuned. Check out the closing credits, because everyone is credited now except 45 new members, and we'll add you in. Let's see here. So what I want to do now is, if I can do it, there's a live stream happening now, and I'm going to see if I can catch up to where it's actually live from Resort TV 1. So I don't know how much I can show of it. I'm going to do it without sound, but they are in Tomorrowland. And let's put this, see if I can full screen this sucker. All right, I'm trying to see if I can make sure that it's probably going to give me an ad first. So I'm going to try and see where they're at. I'm waiting for it to come up so I can show you guys properly and appropriately. If it happens, everything on my end just froze. Nice. I have no idea what's happening. What the hey diddle diddle ditty in the middle just happened? Okay, let's see here. I think we've got it. I think we got it now. I could be wrong, but I think we do. All right. And let's go live to Walt Disney World via, and this is weird because it's like a double live, right? But this is Disney World right now via Resort TV 1. It looks like they are, there's the ice cream parlor. Okay, so they're walking down Main Street like they're walking out of the park. You can see everybody in their ponchos. Disney World of the Magic Kingdom is operating. Nothing has closed down. So it looks like it might be a little bit windy and a little bit rainy out there right now at this very moment, but people do seem to be doing what they do. When you pay thousands of dollars to be on vacation at Walt Disney World, you figure out a way to make it work, because you know that you paid to be there during the hurricane season. So what are you going to do? I mean, that is what it is. Let's see. So, and I want to see Go and Shogi. Woohoo! Going Shogi has Secret Disneyland is putting Epcot's walls to shame. I wonder what the record is. Yeah, so that's a good question too. Disney Secret Kingdom asked Going Shogi the record for what? Yes, joke jab. I know. Was it a record for which park has the most closures or walls up? I will tell you, Epcot had their walls up forever, and when they came down, they weren't that exciting. But at least we have the new test track to look forward to. I'm looking at the YouTube is frozen on the end of Resort TV 1. They might have stopped their stream due to weather, possibly. I don't know. I'm kind of waiting to see what's happening, if anything, over here, but that's interesting. So, and also seem to be interfering with my own live. They seem to be having connection issues. That is possible. I know I'm in my house and I'm having connection issues. So the old home studio, if you will. Which land is walled up? You have a whole entire land walled up. What is walled up right now at Disneyland, Disney Secret Kingdom? I don't know which land is walled up right there right now. I do know that there's another story I'm wanting to cover. I don't know. Oh, Critter Country. Okay. Critter Country. Definitely. Awesome. Yeah, so there's another story that I wanted to cover. And I don't know if I can find it real quick, but it has to do with the airlines that are coming in here to Orlando. Apparently, there are, I want to say, 10 airlines that have stopped service to Orlando. And I'm not talking about flights canceled. We're talking about actual airlines. I'm going to see if I can find it. Erica probably. Oh, here it is. It's allears.net. Let me see if I can bring it up, because it is something that this is not. And what we're talking about here is not flights coming into Orlando that got stopped because of Hurricane Debby, which also happened. There were a number of flights. There were a number of flights that got canceled. A number of people having to cancel their vacations because, or postpone their vacations or something like that, due to flights getting canceled because of the weather. But I'm just kind of waiting. My load times for web pages right now are really slow. I don't know why, because we're supposed to have the highest end of internet, but I need to call. Let me see here. Florida residents save on all passes. I'm going to see if I can get rid of that, and we're going to share this. This is still coming in. So when I share it, it may not be. There we go. May not be all in. You might see some pop-ups coming on the screen, but this is out of allears.net, posted by Robin Burks on the 2nd of August. 10 airlines have ended flights to Orlando International Airport. That's a big deal. A lot of airlines have made serious changes this year, with some of those affecting flights going to and from Orlando International Airport. And there you can see a picture of the inside of our airport. It's a pretty nice airport. Southwest Airlines might have made the biggest change when it recently announced that it was ending its open seat boarding policy. Some airlines have been adding nonstop flights to Orlando International Airport. However, some airlines have stopped flying to Orlando International Airport. These might be airlines that you have or have not heard of. I don't know that I've heard of this one, but it's called Avelo Airlines from Dubuque, Iowa, and Kalamazoo, Michigan. Southwest has ended flights from Bellington, Cozumel, Houston, and Syracuse. Lynx Air, Spirit, Frontier, JetBlue, out of Salt Lake City. You may still be able to reach Orlando International Airport with some stops from these cities or by flying with other airlines. The good news is that new nonstop flights do continue to get added. Orlando is a very popular travel destination after all. So this was something. So what happens when you do find that Orlando, if you're visiting Disney World, you'll need to figure out how to get to Disney World. You have a few transportation options that no longer include the Magical Express because Disney decided to get rid of that option, which was crazy, but they you have include renting a car, booking a rideshare service like Uber or Lyft, or booking a ride on a shared shuttle service like Mirrors Connect, driven by Sunshine. You'll need to determine which option best fits you for your group and for your budget. You know, it's kind of crazy to think of the Magical Express being gone. I know why they had to get rid of it. They had no choice. It had to do with employees after the year 2020, after they shut down everything foolishly in what will probably go down in history as the biggest worldwide over-responsive blunder on the parts of literally everyone that was in charge of anything. It shut down everything. That probably didn't save a single life, sadly, because the thing is, you can only fight disease so much, and prolonging it probably made it worse, honestly. But that's just speculation. I'm not saying anything about that. Anyway, the point is, these blunders caused disruptions that exist to this day, 4 years later. It's probably going to go 5 years, probably into the next decade. And one of those disruptions was Magical Express. You don't have the employees to drive the buses. You don't have the employees to move the luggage. You don't have employees at Disney World to do all that stuff. So what was really cool about Magical Express is that you could check in your home airport. Let's say you're coming from Ohio. Let's say you're coming from Cincinnati, Ohio. You're checking in and you want to check your luggage. It would check through to your room at Disney World. And this is how that worked. You check your luggage at the airport. You're going to Disney World. You're going to use the Magical Express and check your luggage at Cincinnati. And then when you get to your room, you get to the Orlando airport, you get off, and then you get on the bus, the Magical Express bus. You got your carry-ons. Still don't have your luggage. You go get dropped off at your hotel, check in, go to your room, and your luggage is actually waiting for you in your room. That's how cool that service was. And they also had a service where they pick up your packages for you if you shopped during the day, right? You shop, you buy a lightsaber, you buy a big plush, you buy anything that's just too big and heavy to carry around, and they would get that to your room for you, and it would be waiting in your room if you were staying at a Disney hotel. That's not an option anymore. So, the hundreds and hundreds to even thousands of dollars that you might be paying for your Disney hotel used to go towards all of that free Magic Band, the shuttle transportation, extra hours in the park that are more limited now than they were before. And it doesn't really matter. Now you have to be stated as deluxe to get extra magic hours. So much of that is gone. And it's really, really sad. We would love to bring back Magical Express. I don't know how they would do it because, again, for Magical Express, one of the things that you're going to need are employees. And that Disney doesn't seem to have enough employees, honestly, to even do the regular operations. I'm stuck right now. Why is my stuff stuck? I was just looking to see where the live stream was at on YouTube. That is not going anywhere, and I'm stuck. I'm getting stuck on StreamYard too. So, man, there's a lot going on here. But let's see who all else is still in the chat. I'm just double checking. I don't see any supers, so we're going to go through some member chats real quick before we redirect you over to Culture Casino, because he has some interesting updates on movies and other news. All right, so Disney Secret Kingdom says, we are going to have to go. We're heading to the park. So hopefully that means a live stream is coming up from Disney Secret Kingdom. And hopefully we'll see you all over there in your live stream from the park, Disney Secret Kingdom, as Ryan and Brittany. And Canadian Family Life has come in. They say, hey, all from Canada. And Going Shogi says, Disney Secret Kingdom, have fun. Ria's Blissful Connections is in the chat. Hello, Bradley's and everyone in the chat. Tom F is still here. And didn't they also get rid of the Disney Cruise Bus? They may have. I haven't even looked in. I didn't even think about that, Dan. So, yes, if you were going on a Disney cruise and you stayed in a Disney resort, a lot of people would plan their Disney vacation so that they might stay at a Disney resort for a night or two, maybe go to the park, maybe not go to the park, and then take a shuttle bus from the Disney resort to the Disney cruise line, and then another cruise line bus back to the airport. I don't know. That is a very good possibility that they have, and I haven't even checked into it. Let's see. The Native Hawaiian says, not going to lie, I want to see how much was spent on Magical Express in my DVD news for that transportation line item. So, well, Native Hawaiian, you'll probably be very interested when I start posting my cast member experience, because when I was a cast member, the first job that I've had, and I've had several roles at first role, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm still, I froze up there for a second on my end. My first, I'm still freezing up here. Okay. My first role at Walt Disney World was with the Disney Vacation Club as an advanced sales associate. Still having some streaming issues here. So, but yeah, we are probably having some technical glitches due to Debby out my window there. She ain't looking that great. Disney Vacation Club. Kathleen Fantasia says, bring back the electrical parade. And Disney Vacation Club says, the DVC stuff fascinates me. I never felt 100% comfortable with what they were selling. DVC, from my experience with the product, selling the product, having a real estate license, knowing the product pretty well back in the day, at least. I don't know what it is now. It was one of those value exchanges where you had to evaluate, do you plan on being coming to Disney for a very, very long time? It's one of those things, because you can rent points for a DVC and stay in a DVC unit. But membership, you can get into the lounges and there's special DVC only events. You have to evaluate for yourself, because it is it's a high level cost. And does it bring that level of value to you? Well, that would be up to you, after you. So I always recommend, if you're looking into it, actually look into it with a guide, get a guide, do your research, spend your time before you ever lay down that kind of money, because we're talking tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you might want to know that the Saudi royal family are big owners of DVC. I'll tell you that right now. I know that for a fact. Yes, they are. They always pay cash for extra points. Prices have gone way up at the parks, way up, and the perks and customer service has gone way down. That is 1,000% true. But there is a little magic still there when they bring back all of the good things. Before we go, what did Native Hawaiian say? Oh, yeah. Spent on the Susan. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I got that. All right. So before or we head over to culture, which we're about to do right now. Okay. One more celebration time, because let's go to the comments section here. There was a drop. So just so you know, on my end, maybe you have this situation too. You press a button and it doesn't do what you want it to do. And so you press it again, but then it does the first thing. All right, so let's bring up this by Go and Shogi. He dropped these 5 memberships. Thank you so much. And before we leave, we're going to do one more celebration of those 5 new members. Let's celebrate.
Is it too much? Too much? It's the birthday!
Hey, this is just the best of us seen. Thank you, Go and Shogi, also for dropping the St. Louis Arch and Ed Grimley in the chat. I might have to redo that Arch. I'm going to ask the members later in the poll. What's up, Manny Uncanny is in the house as a mod as well. So, speaking of mods and members, we are about to send you over to Culture Casino. Let's see here. But I wanted to let everybody know, make sure on your way out, yes, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Make sure you've liked this stream. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And double check that you're subscribed to the channel. And make sure you click that notification bell, because when you click it, you stick it to that YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. So people are still saying hi to each other. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in today. If you are a member of the channel, or if you're not yet a member of the channel, or you're a mod to the channel, or anybody else that has helped us out, double check the new credits screen at the end, because your name should be on there. If it's not, you can notify me and let me know. But until next time, say hi to Culture for me as we switch you over to Culture Casino. Make sure you let Culture know you're coming in from Follow the Bradley's Fun. And until next time, we will see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao. Stay safe out there.